how to overcome a fear of taking action. Don't fault yourself for being afraid of taking that big step, the massive action that needs to happen to realize your dream. We've all been afraid of taking action at least once in our lives. It's a natural response to moving out of your comfort zone. But while you shouldn't rebuke yourself for feeling fearful, neither should you wallow in it so that you never get past it. When fear rears its ugly head, use these simple tactics to put it in perspective and move on. Recognize fear is only a feeling. Fear can feel very, very real. But it's only an emotion that survives and thrives when we dwell on it and start to believe it. The first step in mastering your fear of taking massive action is to remember to tell yourself that fear isn't real, that it's only a feeling that can't hurt you. In our caveman days, we were genuinely afraid of change or trying new things because there was always a risk that we could get separated from our tribe or die. We are no longer being attacked by saber-toothed tigers when we wander off the beaten path. Instead, our fears are entirely in our heads, with no basis in our physical reality. We are afraid of negative social cues or of losing money, both of which can be easily replaced or overcome when compared to getting eaten or not being able to find food/shelter. Remember, everyone has experienced fear of failure. I'm not too proud to admit that I've been there. Recently too. Every time we are meant to take a big step, or take a risk, or trying something out of our comfort zone, we will naturally experience fear and resistance. Everyone experiences fear before they try something new. Think Tony Robbins hasn't experienced fear of failure? Sure he has, and I'm sure he would tell you that himself. Everyone has experienced fear of failure, the fear of looking like a fool. The fear of losing friends when you become too famous, too wealthy, too thin, or whatever. The fear of being worse off than when you started. When a moment of panic comes over you, image your role model and remember that they too have experienced fear. But they moved through it anyway. It's your responsibility to respond differently to that fear in the future. Take the first small step. We've all heard Newton's first law of motion. A body at rest tends to stay at rest, while a body in motion tends to stay in motion. With that in mind, the most effective thing we can do is to notice that feeling of fear, and then take that first small step in spite of it. You will feel amazing after you've done that one little thing. It's incredibly empowering to work through personal fears. Beyond that, you'll realize that you can do it, and you'll be excited to take that second or third step beyond this one. Fear will be soon replaced by enthusiasm, and any doubt or insecurity will soon be replaced with progress and success. Use a lifeline. Sometimes we recognize fear for what it is, but can't seem to get over the hurdle anyway. That's the right time to call in some reinforcements. Get a hold of a friend, colleague, family member, or a coach/mentor who is totally on board with your goal. Buy them a cup of coffee and talk to them about your feelings. Use them as a sounding board, ask for their advice, or just come on out and ask for a pep talk. This person loves you and has faith that you can achieve your goal. So you don't need to worry about being embarrassed to tell them that fear has you in a paralyzing grip. They will support you through each step you take. Sometimes all we need is to hear a person we love and admire tell us it will be all right. I encourage you to take action despite or in spite of your inner dialogue.